Hey man. Hey man. Hey man. It's gonna be one of them nights, man. I don't know about y'all, man. It's gonna be one of them nights, man. Where the heck is let's see. How is this broken? What's broken about this? Nothing. It's not in order, but that's not a huge issue. Motherfuckers be lying. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Lying to me. You drive me crazy. You making it hard for me. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. I gotta stop getting addicted to that. But it's very addicting. They call motherfuckers liars. Let me switch to the Twitter and let people know on the Twitter what we doing tonight. Copy video URL. Let's see. I'm out here living my breeze. Why is Nintendo Direct tweeting? Jesus Christ. Trending. There wasn't any notifications. What's going on here? Oh my god, lying. Oh my god, I'm fucking lying. I'll give getting people time. Yeah, everybody look at everybody's on their direct thing. And Nintendo Direct is trending just because of the Xbox Direct that's trending. That's hilarious. The Xbox Direct was announced, and people out here freaking out about about Nintendo Direct. And I'm like, guys, that's not the same thing. Well, I'm still gonna tweet about it. The fuck? You can't tell me what to do. I'm barely an adult. What's up, Goggles? How you doing, bro? We're out here on tier list maker. What? Nothing. Why, you may ask? I don't fucking know. We just here. Which reminds me, I need to open up the browser. Making pasta for dinner. Ooh, cooking. You cooking in there, bruh? Man, couldn't be me. You cooking in there, man? Couldn't be me. Oh, I need help. Where the hell is the tier maker? I just had it. Hold on. Make sure I'm not tripping. I just had the link a second ago. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. All right, let me see. Copy. Shin City was amazing. Shin. All right, we'll put this over here. And then we'll when we doing the Dojin tier list, bro, I don't have enough tier of Dojin to talk about like that. Make it bust for dinner, motherfucker. Don't know how to be patient. Never be patient in this house. What animes are the best words? Okay, so here's the thing. You guys will have your opportunity to represent, to suggest tier lists during this, because we're not going to spend the whole time on one tier list. Kawakami Dojin is a god. Like, hey man, relax. Okay, so here's the situation, because you're probably wondering, it's Wednesday. What the fuck are you doing on YouTube? Did we ever finish the anime waifu tier list? We did not. There will be a part 2 to that. I just need to make a legitimate tier list, like, and then just use and then make one. Once we make one officially, then we're good. But we haven't done it, so that's the problem. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Where the hell is it? So what happened is this. So normally I would be playing well, okay, so here's the thing. Wednesday's game moving forward is going to be One Piece. But if you check One Piece's release date, One Piece doesn't come out until Friday. The other game I was playing last week, which was Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I mean. The reason why we can't play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is, well, because everybody and their grandma was like, bro, you're at the end of the game. Don't stream that shit on a day we can't watch you react to the ending. So everyone's like, wait until Saturday. Wait until Saturday like you normally stream it to just stream it. And I'm like, oh, fine, bruh, fine. We'll wait. We'll wait until Saturday. So because of that, I don't have a game to play for just one day for until next week, where we'll officially start One Piece Odyssey playthrough. So I was like, you know what? I haven't really done anything anime focused on this channel, and I did say that this channel this year was going to be me throwing up anything and everything I wanted to throw up. I figured let's throw up a bunch of tier lists, because God knows there's a bunch of anime tier lists, okay? So because of that, that was bringing us to today. I don't have a specific tier list in mind. I picked the first one. We're doing, but everything else after that, y'all can suggest one. I don't really care. We're free balling after this. But this first one should last a little bit, so that should give us some time. And I forgot to add the source of the web page. That's on me. So let's do that real quick. Hold on. Where is it? We need web page. Not web page. We need not screen share. Where is it? Desktop. So it would be, yeah, it's this one. Okay, yeah, you can see that. Let me just zoom in a little bit, because this shit's not gonna cut it. Let's go about here. Yeah, that looks about as large as we can make it. Do I need to make this screen bigger for you guys, or is this big enough? I'm asking now, because if so, I will make it bigger. The first one we're doing is the One Piece arcs. We're gonna do One Piece arc. It's a very simple one. Inuyasha anime is okay, not the best, but not the greatest. It's in the middle for me. Is that large enough for you guys? Yeah, because the next is hard to read. Okay. Okay, gotcha. The text is hard to read. Gotcha. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this and still have my face in the screen, unfortunately. Is that large enough? Is a better question. Is this large enough for you guys? Fairy Tail and Angel Beats are, I mean, I don't know if I say Fairy Tail's top tier. I could say Angel Beats probably. I'm not gonna say Fairy Tail though. That's a bold statement. Is that text hard to read? Then it's good. Okay, so what I'm probably gonna have to do is intermittently, I'll switch back and forth to have a conversation. So essentially, you're not gonna see my head for a little bit unless I go all the way over here, and then you'll kind of see me. So like, I'll kind of intermittently do this. It's actually not a bad effect realistically though. So yeah, so this is what we're doing. One Piece art tier list is what we're doing, because I don't, well, can I shrink my, I can shrink my camera, but I don't know. I don't think there's an easy way to, anywhere to put me. That's the problem. Let's see if I can find one. Let's do this. How's this, guys? Does this work? Does this work? Where you guys can see me, but you can see enough of the text so we're covered? Hopefully this layout works for us. So we're gonna try to go in order here, because if we don't go in order, it's gonna be a whole fucking problem. All right, Julian says we're good. Everyone else, I'm guessing y'all give thumbs up. So here's the thing: by the time we get to the latter half of this, go ahead, and have yourselves ready. Another tier list if you want me to do something specific. Go ahead and have them. If you're in the Discord, put them in the Discord chat and let me know what's in Discord. Just let me know, or just hold on to them and let me know. But we will do them, okay? Don't worry about it, guys. We're gonna get them done. Let's see. Sin was amazing. Sin. We got 16 viewers in here. Appreciate the views, guys. I very much appreciate it. Then we'll pin the product. Okay, cool. All right, so this is what we do. Let's start it off. I believe the order. I always hate the way they talk about the first few arcs because they're not called what I think they're actually called. Naruto is in the middle. It's okay, but I do like the fights currently. Yeah, Naruto has a really good first half and has a really rough 2/3. I'll probably say last third of it's really rough. Although the beginning of Shippuden still has its fucking problems. So let's start from the beginning. We'll talk about Romance Dawn. So, of course, we can't have Romance Dawn start off crazy. And I think Romance Dawn really only covers up until Zoro. So Romance Dawn is like the first, what is that? The first two, maybe first 3 episodes, I want to say. Which is Luffy's backstory with Shanks, Zoro and Kobe's introduction, even an introduction to the Marines. It's a solid opening, but because of how good the series gets later, it doesn't feel fair. And you guys can, you guys give your rankings too. Go ahead and give your rankings. So Romance Dawn, the beginning of the series, I'm thinking it can't go in S or A. B and C is where I'm hovering. Because it's good, but it's also like the beginning of the series. I still would say alright, so here's my thing. I would normally give it like a B. But I have to be real about it. There are other arcs in East Blue that I think are better than Romance Dawn because it's the beginning of the series. So I think we'll start off low. I think I'm gonna start off with C tier. C tier for Romance Dawn. Realistically, it don't make any sense not to do C tier for Romance Dawn. The next thing I believe is Orange Town, which is the introduction of Nami and Buggy specifically. I think we also get like this really cold moment with Zoro. Where Zoro gets stabbed by Buggy and then immediately is picking up this heavy ass cage with Luffy in it. Kind of showing that this man is very dead ass about his like support of his captain. And because of that, it's such a good, I fuck with it a lot. It's also a good, even the stuff with Shushu and the mayor. So I think it's above Romance Dawn. But once again, the problem with like the East Blue Saga, the problem with East Blue Saga stuff is that we know where the series goes from here. The series goes Jesus Christ, guys. The East Blue Saga, we know where the series goes from here, so it's kind of hard to double back and rank these. But if I had to say something, Orange Town is definitely better than Romance Dawn. But once again, it's too short to really give it. The biggest problem with East Blue is it's hard to give anything above a C unless there's like maybe one arc. There's one arc that could arguably be in B tier, although I would make the argument for 2. One of them is definitely B tier. I think everything else is going to be C tier though. Usopp's arc is next, I believe. I know how people feel about Usopp's arc. I actually like Usopp's arc a lot. I like Kuro. Kuro is still one of my favorite villains that I wish would reappear in the manga because I fuck with him a lot. I fuck with guys whose goals are really relatable in like such a simple way. His whole thing is that he wants to have a peaceful life. So because he wants to have a peaceful life, he goes through this really ridiculous plan to ensure that peace. Is it fucking ridiculous and stupid? Absolutely. But I fuck with it so heavy. Objectively, the biggest problem, the one thing I give Orange Town over is that Orange Town has a lot of good moments with the whole cast of characters. Zoro gets a cool moment. Luffy has some cool moments. Nami get some cool moments and understanding of Luffy's character, the mayor and shit. The problem with Syrup Village is like the best part of Syrup Village is I think Usopp, Kuro, pretty much the new characters. Like I don't think Luffy gets hypnotized in the beginning of it. Zoro gets holed over by Nami, and Nami isn't doing much. It's probably the more goofier between the arcs, but I still like it a lot, so I'll put it above Romance Dawn. But objectively, I don't think it's better than Orange Town. I'm trying to be as fair about it as I can. In the anime, it's one badly paced episode away from being A tier. I guess you could say that. So I fuck with, but yeah, like I said, I think Usopp gets a lot. I think Usopp gets a lot of good shine in Syrup Village, but I think objectively, that's the where it's got to go. Okay, at the Syrup Village, I think it's Baratier, right? Baratier, I can make the argument for B, and the reason why I would make the argument for B is because it's the first introduction of the warlords. It's it's one of Luffy's hardest fights where this dude is just he's fighting what I would consider a real pirate in a lot of ways. Like Don Krieg is another underrated villain. This man is probably one of the most reckless individuals you will ever fucking meet. This man said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm staring a warlord of the sea in the face. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to shoot at this man point blank." This man tried to shoot at Mihawk and thought that shit was gonna work, and Mihawk went and tipped the side of his sword and blocked bullets. And you were like, "Oh, this is a problem. This is absolutely a problem." He and who Sanji's introduction is nice, and I do like a character. Unfortunately, what they do with a lot of the crew in the beginning is they're all like nihilistic. Sanji being probably the worst case of it, a character who's openly like, "Man, dreams don't come true. I gotta sit here and help Zeph out because I owe him my life and shit." Like it's funny that the Baratier arc foreshadows how kind of a person Sanji is, even that early on into the series. He's a character who very much is a very emotion-filled character who people like to pretend like is like a goofball, like just this sexual deviant. And I'm like, no, that's what the series turned him into in the latter half of it. But Sanji used to have a lot of depth and range, and I fuck with it a lot. So we got the Mihawk introduction, Don Krieg fight with Luffy. Some good moments for Sanji to show off. I think Orange Town was like one of the better arcs to show off everybody, but I still fuck with Baratier a lot. And Zoro's speech to Luffy is such a good character moment for him. We also get to meet Johnny and Yosaku, but that doesn't mean a lot. If I had to, Mihawk fear Krieg. Okay, bet you funny, bro. I think objectively, I like Baratier. Hell, I like technically. I think objectively, I think Baratier could make an argument for B, but I don't feel justified in putting it in B. If I gotta put it in C, the question is it better than Romance Dawn? Yes. Is it better than Usopp's? Yes, just for the world building. I think objectively it's better than Orange Town. Orange Town, just to me, people don't give Orange Town a lot of credit, but Orange Town actually is a really good, concise arc. Ooh. Because there's more shit going on in Baratier. I think objectively I have to say Baratier is better, though. It's hard. That's not even a big deal, and we're still on the easy arcs. We're not even getting into the bigger ones yet. Although we are going to get to the one that I think most people are going to bring up, which is, where is it? Where are you? Arlong. Where are you, Arlong? What the fuck? Arlong, where in the fuck are you? Why is Syrup Village on here twice? What? There's just double Syrup Village for whatever reason. Anyways, Arlong Park. That's B tier. It's B tier. It's B tier with a bunch of good moments and character moments for almost every character in the series. Like, you get this Nami obviously being the focus of this arc. You understand how much of a tragic and like deeply scarred individual Nami is. You get this really tragic backstory with Belmere. But to me, some of the better moments is like uh Zoro's like trying to stick to his oath after losing the Mihawk that he'll never lose again, but immediately having to fight a fishman who's a relatively tough opponent while also being fucking injured. There's also like a lot of cool back and forth where like Usopp gets captured before Zoro does. No, no, no. What was it? What was it? I gotta remember the order of events. They get there, Zoro gets captured because they fucking trap him on a boat. So Zoro gets captured first. You get this cool interaction with Zoro and Nami, where like Zoro kind of starts to understand and respect Nami a little bit more, but it takes a minute because he wasn't over. Zoro, I think Zoro has an inherent distrust of women. I don't know if it's intentional, but that's the vibe I get in the early part of One Piece. Although Nami's a fucking bitch in the beginning of One Piece, and this arc explains it. I will always say post time skip Nami is better than pre time skip Nami, but like this is like your first understanding of why she is the way she is and the shit she's gone through as a child. But there's like this cool scene where Zoro throws himself into the water even though he's fucking bound and he can't swim, kind of hoeing her essentially, being like, "Bitch, you are a nice individual. As much as you want to pretend like you're like this heartless pirate and the part of this Arlong crew shit, like I don't believe it." That's a hard moment from Zoro. People don't talk about that moment from Zoro. That's such a hard moment. Even the stuff with Usopp where she holds Usopp down, but Usopp is also still thinking about what he wants to like. He's still thinking of playing when he gets caught later on, and then even his fight with Chu, which is kind of like his character moment of like, I can't keep pretending like I'm not doing anything. Like these guys are putting in their effort every time they get into fights, and I'm out here bullshitting. I can't keep doing that. Sanji kind of suffers only because this is his first arc. So if anything, you just get the whole Kurobi fight. That's kind of his best moment in the whole arc because he's kind of just chilling. Other than that, with Luffy and Yosaku, Luffy gets a lot of good moments towards the end. It's also what we get in Luffy's like famous mantra of him not giving a fuck about people's backstories. Like if he views them as a friend, he's gonna help them because they're friends. He don't give a fuck about your history or what's going on in your past. Like there's a lot of good character moments on top of meeting obviously the meeting what the fuck was Arlong Park called before? It wasn't called Arlong Park originally. Oh no. I forget what Nami's hometown is originally called. It bums me out. I realize, yeah, there's doubles of like all this shit I've grabbed for some reason. If I go down here, I see Arlong Park again. I see Baratier. I guess it just does. I keep it just gives it extras for the sake of it. Hold on, let's see if I move that one. What the hell? Okay, that's just weird. There's just doubles. Although they did say this is a broken one, so that could be why. Johnny and Yosaku should have joined the crew. I could see people saying that. So, for those reasons, Arlong Park is definitely B tier. And then we get to where is Rogue Town at? It's either Log Town or Road Town. It depends on who you're talking to. There it is, Load Town. Load Town to me can only be C tier because it's a lore arc. To me, Kokoyashi Village. Thank you. Load Town to me can only be C tier mainly because it's a lore. It's like a lore. I'm not gonna put Arlong in A. I'm not going to put Arlong in A because I think there are arcs that really, because the arcs that are in A, I can't justify Arlong being next to them. Low Town is C, but it's only C because there's not a lot going on in Low Town. Log Town's whole thing is a lore arc. It's literally just meant to do like the lore and be like, all right, we're at the end of the first fucking chapter. The end of the first chapter of like the saga, which is the East Blue Saga. That's what Log Town represents. You get some Gold Roger lore. You get some Gold Roger parallels with fucking Luffy and him. The return of Buggy. The introduction of Smoker, who will be a problem for a while actually. Smoker is consistently an issue. A lot of people like to talk shit about Smoker like Smoker isn't strong. Smoker was a problem for the majority of the first half of One Piece because Luffy technically had never beaten him. Which is why I don't like this disrespect people acting like when Punk Hazard came around. It's like, of course that was going to be a problem. Because Luffy's biggest issue with a lot of his early villains is that he literally couldn't put hands on them. fucking Smoker, Crocodile, Aokiji, Kizaru, like any of the motherfucking Logias, he couldn't touch. So those, or even certain Paramecias. But Lockdown is just a lore arc and like an ending of the first chapter. So I out of that, I can't put All on Fights were trash. I don't know if I would say that though. I think it depends. To me, like give an example. If we're going through the fights, that's the other reason why Arlong Park is above like the others. Arlong Park gives another like really famous Luffy quote for me, which is where he talks about how he can't use a sword, he can't cook, he can't shoot anything from a ridiculous distance, and he can't lie and shit, and he can't navigate. He mentions how important his friends are in that arc and why he views them so highly and why like he's like, and it actually, funnily enough, it leans back into something we were here again later, in what was that CP9? Yeah, CP9 is when we hear it. Although it's Sanji is the one who says it in CP9, but I'll get to it when we get to it. So that's where I'm at with it. Logtown will be C, and to end off East Blue, the only B tier arc in that is probably our long arc. I could make the argument for Baratier, but yeah. Ah, well played. That's also funny, Studio, considering how long, once you get to Fishman Island, you learn a little bit more about his backstory. You know, this man wasn't shit compared to any of the other fishmen, major fishmen characters in the series. Like, literally, Arlong was the strongest of the fodder fishmen because Jinbei laid his dumb ass out. Fisher Tiger laid his dumb ass out. Let's be real here. Horty, when we meet Horty, Horty could lay his dumb ass out. And that's saying a lot because no one likes Horty. Nobody likes Horty. Okay, I guess the next arc, I think this is technically, yeah, this has got to be, so the next one I believe is Reverse Mountain, which is the first trek to the grind line, and I believe includes the Laboon stuff. I think this is up to the Laboon stuff, where we meet Mr. Nine and Miss Wednesday. Although we will learn Miss Wednesday's true name in the next arc. Reverse Mountain kind of suffers the same issue like a lot of the East Blue Saga arc suffers. It's just a short arc with not a lot going on. It's not necessarily bad, but it is a very much of just, hey, here's the struggle of getting to the Grand Line and why so many pirates don't even get to the Grand Line. I am glad they made it hard. Yeah, he did name drop. Jinbei has been a character in the series since Arlong Park. Go to Reverse Mountain. There's really not a lot going on. Reverse Mountain, fuck. Here's the thing, I like all One Piece arcs for the most part, but Reverse Mountain literally ain't got nothing going on other than some funny jokes with Crocus. Like, Reverse Mountain's true value would not be revealed until, like, Thriller Bark. That is when the true value of the Reverse Mountain arc is in play. The only other thing of note from the Reverse Mountain arc is just seeing how to get to the Grand Line. In the anime, you would see the end of Eric, the filler character. I want to put it in D realistically because it's just not enough. The only reason why I won't go in the D is because it's not like a bad arc. It just doesn't have anything going on. It's very like basic adventure. Like there's nothing going on at all. Okay, where's Whiskey Peak? Because that's what we got to deal with. We got to deal with Whiskey Peak. Whiskey Peak is see, it's so weird because now this is where we get into the arcs where I think certain characters shine like a motherfucker. Whiskey Peak's thing is, to me, boils down to simply put, that is a Zoro arc almost entirely with a little bit of Nami and Luffy in it. It's like Sanji and Usopp are completely irrelevant in that arc. They get drunk like everybody else. They pass out and don't wake up until we meet Miss All Sunday. Or Miss Sunday if you're watching 4Kids, or Nico Robin if you're not inclined to understand what's going on. Whiskey Peak to me is so Zoro centric for a while. It's almost like how do you rank this arc? Because if you're not a Zoro fan, then this arc doesn't do anything. It's not even a good like morality arc. It literally is just Zoro being a badass first mate. That's literally it. And Nami being as slick as she usually is, and pretty much setting up the beginning of the Alabasta arc. Oh, I don't know how to rank. Whiskey Peak's hard because like it doesn't use the whole crew effectively, but it kind of doesn't need to because Whiskey Peak, for all intents and purposes, is a setup arc for what would be the next few arcs. Oh man, I don't want to put it. I don't want to put it in B tier because it's not. It's probably gotta go. It's probably gotta go in C tier. The question is, where do I put it in C tier? It's a good Zoro centric arc, but it's only really good because Zoro was just a badass during it. It's not even like a morality thing. You get a couple of like cool scenes of like some of the operatives turning on each other to protect Vivi, even though they didn't realize she was a princess. Like you realize she made somewhat of a family, even though those characters do not show back up ever again. They just get their shit rocked and we don't see them at all. Oh, that's a 4 Kids joke. The 4 Kids version of that scene studio is the funniest part about that scene. Like if you ever watch if you watch the Funimation dub, it's funny, but it's really funny in 4 Kids because it's like, Luffy, it's good to see you, Luffy. Like, oh, the 4 Kids makes that scene. Ooh, I don't know where to put it in C though. Ooh, if I gotta put it somewhere in C, I think if I gotta put it in C, it's a really good like Zoro show off arc, and it is a good setup arc. Ooh, it's going either before or after Baratier. Ooh, ooh, I think it's gotta go. I'm only gonna put it behind Baratier, but that one is debatable. I could switch it either way with that one. It's gotta go there. So that is Whiskey Peak, ladies and gentlemen. Whiskey Peak is a good arc, but it's hard to put it at the same tier as Arlong. What to me was there are only a few arcs that are gonna get up to Arlong's tier, in my opinion. So like I can't justifiably be like, yeah, Whiskey Pete's that arc. Now we're gonna get to the arc that is a weird arc because if you watch One Piece when I watched it, which was back in like 2005 and 2006 and shit, back when 4 Kids still had the license for this show, the only way you saw this arc it wasn't until either A, you watched the Japanese version, or B, you waited until Funimation was going back through the process of redubbing it, and the first time you probably got to watch this arc was when Funimation released the DVDs for this arc. And that arc is, where is it? I should already had it in my hand. Little Garden. Little Garden is a weird arc, dog. Because Little Garden got skipped in the dub. So that my first time, I've only seen Little Garden arc maybe twice. I think once in Japanese and once in English. Just to give context, I've seen every pre-time skip One Piece arc at least twice. Once in Japanese and once in English. The time skip ones I haven't seen twice. I've seen like once. And, well, the early time skip ones I've seen twice, like Punk Hazard and Fishman Island. But I have not gone through Dressrosa twice, and I kind of don't want to. So, Little Garden is an interesting arc. Little Garden is another world building arc, introduces the world of giants. You also get to meet Mr. 3, who ironically enough, you don't know at the time will become extremely important throughout the course of the series for random fucking reasons. But hey, I'm not mad at him. In this arc I am, because he's a dick and he hoed out 2 cool ass giants. This is also the arc that properly fleshes out Usopp's dream a little bit more, which is why I also fuck with it a lot. It's actually a good Luffy Usopp focus centric fight because Zoro, Nami, and Vivi are kind of incapacitated. This is also when Oda started flexing his Sanji side shit muscles, where Sanji was doing little shit in the side like a fucking badass. He was out here plotting and shit, and I was like, ooh, we fuck with him. We fuck with Sanji, dog. We fuck with Sanji heavy. This is the birth of Mr. Prince, I believe, is when this arc kicks off. This is actually when Oda took advantage of characters not being around. Like, because Usopp and Sanji weren't around, they didn't meet Nico Robin initially. And because Sanji was doing some Mr. Prince shit, he didn't get included into the list of characters that Baroque Works was trying to find, I think through the majority of Alabasta. Because he's not around during Little Garden. He's not around the Straw Hats in Little Garden, so they never find him there. Drum Island, they never see him. He literally gets... Sanji's moving through the shadows through the majority of Alabasta. And it's hard as fuck. It's really clever, and I fuck with it a lot. This is when Sanji was smooth, and there wasn't any drawback to it. So if you're an Usopp fan, I can see you liking Little Garden a lot. And because Zoro just got a full arc where he was throwing hands, it's fine for him to be kind of incapacitated during Little Garden, because the man just had a whole arc to show out, all right? Nami and Vivi being restricted isn't a huge detriment, not a huge shame. So, and I will say I like Little Garden a lot. Little Garden is very underrated. What's up? Oh shit. Is that Michelle? What the fuck? What are you doing here? I didn't know she was on the YouTubes anymore. That's Michelle. I'm not gonna say anything else. I say, what's up, Michelle? So yeah, we're ranking One Piece arcs is what I'm doing right now currently in my new place. So Little Garden. Oh, Little Garden. Little Garden definitely is top of C tier for me. I think I fuck with it a lot. I probably fuck with it more than I realistically need to. But yeah, we're here. We're here for it. So Little Garden is definitely high C tier. Probably I don't know if it's going to be my favorite C tier because we still have other arcs. But I don't think much else is going in C tier after this. Like after Alabasta, I think everything else is going in either B or A tier. But yeah. So the next arc. Oh, the next arc is Drum Island. Drum Island is extremely important because Drum Island is where we meet Chopper. We meet our doctor. Our Chopper's doctoring in this bitch. And it carries over from Little Garden because Nami gets sick and everything. This, unfortunately, is another arc where like a lot of the cast is irrelevant. Alright, I didn't realize it a lot, but during like early Grand Line stuff, he kind of had like some of the crew just not doing shit. Cause in fucking Drum Island, the only relevant characters through the majority of it, I think, is like Luffy, Chopper, Nami, and Sanji. That's it. And Nami's incapacitated through the majority of the arc. Because Zoro, Vivi, and Usopp ain't doing a lot. So it's an interesting arc. It kind of, for some reason I noticed that a lot. These early arcs do this thing where like certain parts of the crew aren't doing much and the other parts are doing a lot. Here's the thing. The thing about Drum Island is that Drum Island to me has like one of the hardest. The Straw Hats should have had a larger crew. The Straw Hat, well, Vivi wouldn't start really shining in arcs until Alabasta itself, which makes sense because that's her hometown. It makes perfect sense why that's where she shines. So the thing about Drum Island that really sticks out for most people would be Chopper's flashback and Chopper himself. Everything else kind of gets ignored. Wapol, Dalton, that shit, who are all relevant and important characters. But I think when people talk about Drum Island, they're mainly talking about the flashback and the ending of the arc. That's about it. It's a great showcase of Chopper as a character. I fucking love him. Actually, and that's the version of Chopper most people I really fuck with more, is that version of Chopper, his early self. Pretty much his I don't know. Chopper's kind of weird. Chopper's gone through a weird transition in the series, especially as of recently. Like within the last couple arcs, he's been in weird spots. But early on, I fuck with Chopper a lot. I fuck with his abilities. it was just cool. And he works out as a cool like, and at that point he becomes the youngest character on the crew too. Because I think in the beginning of the series, Chopper's like 15. Yeah, he's 15. He's the youngest because Usopp and Luffy are 17, who were the youngest beforehand. Oh no, that's a hard scene. That is a hard ass scene. It's a good, like I said, the most relevant characters are Luffy, Sanji, Nami, and Chopper. That's it. Luffy getting most of the spotlight actually, because Sanji doesn't really get to do much because he's also incapacitated for a good chunk of the arc. Like, and I like the problem is that Drum Island, other than the Chopper stuff in the latter half of the arc, there's not a lot going on in that arc. But the Chopper stuff is really good. I think I got to put it. I'm gonna put it under. Ooh, see, that flashback is good, but is it that good? I think Drum Island's got to go above Baratier, but below, like above Whiskey Peak, but below Baratier. People don't understand. Baratier was a really good arc. I think people just don't give it enough credit. But after Drum Island, we finally get to Alabasta. So I'm gonna tell you right now, Alabasta is either gonna be an A and S. It's either gonna stay in A or it's going in S. Alabasta as an arc can only be in one of these two spots. It cannot be any lower. If you put it in B, it's gotta be high ass B. Alabasta is either in S, A, or B, and it's more likely gonna be an A or S. Okay. So the question is, where in A and S does it go? It's going in one. Alabasta is that other arc that has a lot of character development, a lot of world building. It's literally it's like the arc. Like every anime and manga has an arc that very much cements it into what do I call it? Into like infamy. And for fucking Alabasta is One Piece's first arc. Not fucking Water 7, not goddamn CP9 that everyone always wants to talk about. It's fucking Alabasta. It's Alabasta. Actually, I think I've already given it's S. It's definitely S. I'm not even gonna bullshit myself on that one. I can't. Alabasta is like one of the fucking this shit. It's some of the most iconic stuff is in this arc. I can't. Yeah, it's S. I can't. It's S. I can't even. There's no other where it's going. It's S. Yeah, it's got to be S. Yeah, it's definitely S. I can't even play you. I would put Barstow above Drum Island. Oh, you mean Barstow? What? Barstow? What is that? Scuba Steve. Oh, Baratier over Drum Island. No, wait, Baratier is above Drum Island now. Yeah. Alabasta's S. Alabasta is definitely S. There is no argument. I don't think there is any argument you can have. Alabasta is definitely S tier. I literally cannot think of anywhere else. Yeah, it's S tier. We're not even going to debate this. We're just going to go right after it. There is nothing else to say. There is nothing else to say. Alabasta is S tier. Because I sit here and I realize we're also like about almost an hour into this and we're still on One Piece. So if I want to do any other tier list, we kind of have to start going through these a little bit quicker. Jaya. Ooh. Jaya is a weird arc. But it's A. It's A. I think the most I would give on Jai is either A or B. Jai has a lot of good shit in it, and it's weird because that arc is so short. But it has like so many fucking tidbits. On retrospect, that arc also gets better over time because it hints at Sanji's origins, because it's the only time he ever references being born in the North Blue and stuff. Nolan the Liar and that whole history, although we wouldn't get the flashback for that until Skypiea. Bellamy, which I think the importance of what constitutes a dude worth beating and a dude worth and who isn't worth beating. Blackbeard's introduction, it's gotta be A. It's got to be. It's essentially. I wouldn't say it's a better Baratier, but it's definitely like. I think it's a good mixture of Baratier and Logtown. Actually, I think that's really the way I would describe. No, we haven't gotten to Skypiea yet. Skypiea isn't there yet. We're at Jaya. Jaya is before Skypiea. So this is literally right before before they hit the knock-up stream and get to Skypiea. Alabasta was the art that kept me around. The Skypiea was the art that made me want to drop it in the next Foxy arc. Really? Well, you're not going to like what's about to happen then, because Jaya, I think, is good. But I think Skypiea is better. Oof. 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 Ooh. Skypiea is one of the few arcs that I think gets better after you watch it. Like, it gets better every time you watch it. Like, I think the first time people watched it and said, I ain't fucking with this, bruh. I ain't fucking with this Skypiea shit. But, like, the God parallels, this, like, cool concept on religion. Inaru having this insane power from a fucking devil fruit. The introduction and hinting of Haki, which happens here. There's a lot of good, like, smaller sequences. I love Chopper's first fight with Gadatsu. I like Zoro and Chopper's relationship, starting the Bud, this like brotherly relationship. I would say that technically Bud's in Alabasta, but the episode that I'm talking about in Alabasta that I love so much is not canon. It's filler. It's not like it would hurt to be canon. It's just officially it's not canon. But it's still a good episode. So this is Skypiea is the first canon episode. The story of Nolan and Caldera, that shit is great. That shit only gets better. The reason why it's not S tier is really actually Julian, you nailed it. It does drag at certain points. It drags like in weird points too. And it does start that annoying fucking trend of Luffy like getting derailed for no fucking reason while the rest of the plot goes on. Skypiea is a great arc, and it's underrated, but it definitely is not S tier. I can't S tier, unfortunately. I will not put it at S tier. I can't put it at S tier. Yeah, actually, that was Robin's first real fight, and the only fight she would get for a while. Hell, she doesn't actually get another one-on-one fight until what, Wano? NL fights made no sense and fill the hole. We mean it didn't make sense. Enel is another one of those fucking Logias that has an elemental power that's absolutely broken. This man could shock you. Realistically, he should have already won against them. He should have killed majority of the characters. Because, good God, getting struck by lightning is not something you just get up from, okay? And you had multiple characters get shocked within an inch of their life. Some characters getting shot multiple times. Inaru was probably a truly terrifying villain. Like, Crocodile was conniving. Crocodile was a conniving fucker. Inaru was damn near terrifying. With, like, this level of arrogance I absolutely love. Inaru is, like, one of my favorite villains in the series. Just to give you guys a hint there. Not saying I love Skypiea in its entirety, because it does drag on. Luffy getting trapped in the fucking snake. The long drag. I do like the combo fight with Usopp, Sanji, and Luffy fighting Satori. There's some like nice character building moments for Chopper, like trying to kind of grow up on his own that I fuck with a lot. Zoro doesn't get a lot, but he does get a couple of moments, but not a lot. The Chopper moment with him, to me, was like one of his better moments. Usopp also gets, I think, a good couple moments when he's on the ship with Nami and Inaru. And he ends up going back later for Sanji. That's like a thing people don't bring up with Usopp that I feel like doesn't get enough credit. That like he made the decision to like drive off the fucking ship with Nami because that's what Sanji would have wanted him to do, and still had the nerve to go back up there and grab his boy, because he ain't about to leave him up there with this vengeful god. It also has some of the best gags in the series. The fucking ooh sapasfella, or I think in Japanese it's always like ooh sapbaloo. I think he's saying what, like Bob Baloo or whatever the fuck, and he's always like 1,000 needles under your fingernail. Ah, it hurts just thinking about it. Don't stop. Don't listen to this. This stuff can kill you. Or the Usa. Ah! Even Zoro's like Tarzan yell. There's a lot of good gags. There's a lot of good gags in Skypiea. It's also the one time you get to hear Luffy sing canonically. Don't know why. As an electrician, they should have been dead, and they now had a spike weapon and didn't even hardly use it on Luffy. Yeah, that was a weird arc, but I fuck with it a lot. So, but we gotta move on. We gotta move on. Foxy. Oh, Foxy. So I'm gonna be real with you. Foxy would have probably gone in D. It would have probably gone in D if it wasn't for two things: Afro Luffy and the dub. The dub for Foxy is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And there are a couple of small moments. Another Chopper Zoro moment I really fuck with in there. It's got a, I can't put it, I low-key would put it in D, but the dub, if you watch Foxy in English, it's hilarious. If I looked at it as just the arc itself, it's fucking dumb. But I'm kind of fine with it being dumb because I know what it's meant to do. It's meant to lighten the mood, considering what we're about to get into, which is fucking Water 7. We're not even gonna have a conversation about Water 7. Here's my thing. Water 7 and CP9 are arcs that are constantly talked about. Water 7 and CP9 are always arcs talked about constantly. I hate that they are the arcs that everybody and their grandma always goes, if you're going to get into One Piece, you better check out fucking Water 7 and CP9. I hate that shit. I hate it. Water 7 and In This Lobby. I hate that shit. But they always say it. But to say that some of that wasn't warranted, it definitely was warranted. Water 7 is definitely S tier. A lot of you are probably wondering, what about In This Lobby? Is In This Lobby not S tier? It's not. Water 7 is so good. And then to follow it up, it almost was asking to get its shit pushed in. In This Lobby is not, it's A, but it's not yeah, it's A. It's not S. It's not S. I can't in full honesty say it's S. Yeah. Water 7 is fucking perfect, in my opinion. But fucking In This Lobby, no. In This Lobby is fine. I think it's good. I think it's really good. But I think half of the goodwill that In This Lobby has really comes from Water 7. Water 7 is so good. From Frankie's backstory, Usopp and Luffy, fucking the shit going on with Iceberg, and the introduction to CP9, and the government, and Pluton. Was it Pluton? No, Pluton was Alabasta. I don't think, do they ever mention what the name of the weapon is for In This Lobby? I mean, from Iceberg? I don't remember. Rob and Luke, yeah, well, that's the main reason why CP9 is an A. CP9 is mainly an A because of the backdrop. How late am I? You are about an hour late, I would say. A little bit around an hour, a little bit under an hour, but an hour late, essentially. In This Lobby is just not, you can't tell me that In This Lobby is as good as Water 7. You're not. A lot of people might get mad at me doing this, but Water 7 is a borderline perfect arc. The only reason why In This Lobby is as good as it is because of Water 7. Because if you put this after any other arc, it doesn't really work. Unfortunately, they're a companion piece, but I'm not giving In This Lobby the same accolades I'm giving fucking Water 7. Water 7 was perfect. That shit, Water 7 had so much going on. It was so good. In This Lobby, it kind of just is like, hey, we're just gonna finish this out with traditional shonen battle nonsense. And it's good shonen battle nonsense. You get like Monster Point Chopper, Ashura, Diablo Jambe, Luffy's Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd. The other thing that brings it down is, to me, Lucci. Lucci is a villain. Lucci, I will always say this emphatically and openly. Lucci is the most overrated villain in the entire series. Lucci has no reason to be put on a pedestal as much as he is. This motherfucker is just strong and this man isn't even like I would say Crocodile Inaru, or at least charismatic. Lucci is a basic bitch of a fucking villain. He literally is just like, I'm gonna serve justice, and that's it. And I know a lot of people are talking about Lucci because of what's been going on in the manga recently. Fuck Lucci. I almost want to make a video on how basic of a fucking character Lucci is. Lucci will never be fucking cool to me until you get him a little bit more goofy. Because right now, he is a basic bitch of a villain, and fuck Luffy. Fuck Lucci. By the way, more than likely, this is going to get demonetized, so support your boy. Thank you in advance. But fuck Lucci. Lucci gets so much hype because he's violent. He's a very no-nonsense character. I think that's very much Lucci's appeal. In a world full of goofy and weird characters, even the villains, Lucci is a no-nonsense character. And people are like, that guy's cool. His backstory is one of the most pointless backstories I've seen in my life. It's literally a backstory to show you how evil he is. That's literally all it is. There's nothing else to loot. There's no fucking nuance and nothing. He's just an evil piece of shit. That is literally Lucci. Because he's not interesting. Motherfuckers acted like Lucci was so cool. Lucci was a problem. That was it. And he was only a problem for that arc. I need him to get belly me so hard, dog, and to move on from his goofy ass. Oh, post in his lobby. It's probably B. Yeah, it's B. It's B. It's B. It's only B because it's a post arc and there's a lot of. It's a post arc and it kind of just wraps up all the loose ends. I kind of feel King of Lightning's soul is hurting. I don't give a fuck, man. Respectfully, fuck Lucci. That's my response to that. Post in his lobby it's a post arc, but nothing is below a B. So yeah, post in his lobby is probably B, and it's mainly just B because it's more just wrapping up loose ends. All right, let's go into Thriller Bark. So Thriller Bark, I recognize that Thriller Bark is not as liked by the majority of the community than it is by me. I love Thriller Bark. It's like one of my favorite arcs on a personal level, but I recognize people's issues with it. The main issue I always would agree with is the pacing, and it continues that dumbass trend of having Luffy be inconvenienced by the main villain through the majority of the arc. Like he scuffles with Moria in the middle of the arc and doesn't even go out to directly fight him until towards the end of the arc. And it's like, bruh, why did you have this man running around in the forest for so fucking long? But I love Brook. I love Frankie and Robin and his dynamic that starts in this arc. I love Frankie and Robin in this arc in general. I like Chopper's focus with Dr. Hogback. The beginning is slow and it drags. I definitely will agree with that. But I fucking love this arc. I love the team attack against Oz or Oars, depending on what translation you're reading. I love all that shit. So for me, Thriller Bark, it's gotta be A. It's gotta be A for me. And I know y'all not gonna fuck with me on this. It's A. I know y'all not gonna fuck with me. The Kumazora moment is the only moment anyone ever references from this arc. I feel like that's a disservice to the fucking arc because the arc is great. It has its problems 100%, but fuck me, man. I also very much look at Gecko Moria as a tragic character. I know no one gives a fuck about him. I get that. Gecko Moria is such a tragic character. This character gets consistently hold throughout the majority of the story. Remember, back in the day, they openly stated that he was about the same strength as Kaido. He's around the same strength as Kaido in the beginning of before the series even starts. And then this man gets beaten by Kaido so poorly that he completely gets screwed. He completely gets screwed up as an individual. His whole current mantra, like the shadows and zombies and shit, because of how bad Kaido beat him. And then on top of that, as we would find out later, he loses his crew anyway. Even the other members he gets. Perona, I think, still cares about him, but like she's kind of she's in other people's hands at this current point. And then he got completely hold by Blackbeard. We already know that's gonna be an issue. I would like to see him be relevant again for the sake of like joining the Straw Hats on some alliance shit. But Moria gets I feel bad for Moria. Moria is another character I want to do a video about. Moria is is like the most tragic warlord. It's so sad. I fuck with Moria a lot. So I know a lot of you ain't gonna agree with where I put Thriller Bark, but it's A for me. Sabaodi's weird. Sabaodi's weird. Sabaody has moments in it that could be easily put in S tier, but also has like a bunch of fucking around. Well, we get to meet the first mate of the fucking Gold Roger Pirates. The Roger Pirates. But we also get one of the saddest sequences in the whole series. You get to learn about a little bit more about celestial dragons and the racism. It's gotta be. Sabaodi's gotta be A. It's gotta be A. Nah, it's probably the best of A. Yeah, it's probably the best of A. Sabaodi's like the best of A. I debated it hard. I don't think Sabaody can't be anything lower than A. I don't think. There's so much like moments in Sabaody that are A. Goatity. Jesus Christ. And I love the concept that would definitely be down to see you on other series. Oh, sure. Fucking people, I have like probably one of the weirder One Piece takes. Because unfortunately, One Piece's fandom has been so fucking homogenized that like everyone's kind of defaulted to the base takes. I'm like, you're not understanding the nuance of the series. Like when people tell me time skip is better than pre-time skip, you weren't watching the same show as I was. That's all I'm gonna say. Amazon Lily is kind of a dumb arc. I love Boa Hancock, but there's not like a lot going on in Amazon Lily. To me it's B tier. And it's only really B tier because of where it is in the series. Like if this was like the beginning of the series, yeah, I think it's a B tier. But it's not better than Arlong though. It's probably there. Yeah, that's probably fair. Amazon Lily isn't bad, it's just not great. That's the arc where Luffy got his dick touched though. You're not wrong, but like there's not a lot going on in Amazon Lily to really justify it being that high. If I want to be objective about it, it realistically probably shouldn't even be B tier because there's really not a lot going on in Amazon Lily. But there is some world building. That's where you learn about Ace being an Impel Down, the result of that fight and everything. It can't. The problem is I would rewatch Little Garden before rewatching Amazon Lily. And I like Amazon Lily, but like it's not. Yeah, I think I'm being a little bit too. Shit, it's probably gotta go. I think it has to go C. Amazon Lily just ain't got enough going on in it, and it's not really meant to be like a whole arc anyway. That's the problem with it. Amazon Lily ain't got a whole lot going on in it. Like give an example. Like you can rewatch Post in His Lobby, and there's shit going on. You can rewatch Jaya. There's shit going on. Amazon Lily is like fucking about for a while. S tier right now is Alabasta and Water 7. Those are the only two S tier arcs in One Piece. For me, anyway. S tier arcs in One Piece is Alabasta, Water 7. A tier arcs is Sabaody, Enies Lobby, Thriller Bark, Skypiea, and Jaya. And then we hit Impel Down. Oh, man. If you watched Impel Down is a slog in the anime. In the manga, it's not that bad. I think Impel Down has to be A, though. It's gotta be A, I think. I think you can't be anything. I'm not dropping Water 7 down to B tier. The fuck? Absolutely not. I think Impel Down's gotta be A. It's probably. I think it's there. I think it's there. If I gotta put it somewhere, I think Impel Down's there. Impel Down to me is definitely an A tier arc. It's just a weird arc. It's actually a weird arc to grade because it's also like the first major non Straw Hat centric arc. It's a trip through hell. Bon Clay being the absolute MVP just from that arc by itself. Although I think Buggy and Mr. 3 get a lot of good moments too. We get to meet Ivankov. We get to see Crocodile. We finally get to meet Jinbei, the character who's been rumored since fucking Arlong Park. Finally get to see him. Magellan is a whole problem. They don't have Luffy just beat Magellan. He never officially beats Magellan, by the way. And he gets absolutely his shit pushed in. Multiple. Actually, that goes into Marineford. I don't even think this is an argument. It's yeah. And here's the thing: I don't even like Marineford as much as some people, but there's no way in hell you can look at Marineford and go, "Oh, that's only A tier." No, it's fucking S. It's absolutely S. It's absolutely S. Yeah, it's S. Yo, anyone gonna play One Piece Odyssey? I am. I will be. Switch Bro Hero. I will be next Wednesday when the game comes out on Friday. Next Wednesday will be the designated days for One Piece Odyssey. So check me out on Twitch to be playing One Piece Odyssey on Wednesdays. So look forward to that. But yeah, Marineford got to be S. I don't think that's even an argument. Marineford is definitely S. The meeting between Shanks and Buggy D Clown was legendary. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Marineford's S. Post-war is probably A. We finally get Luffy's backstory. Yeah, it's A. Do I want to say it's the best of A, though? Nah, it's probably... It's so hard to rank post-war. Is it getting good feedback? Bet. I can't wait to see Nigga Robin's 3D Honkers. Absolutely. Squadro is an idiot. Absolutely, he is an idiot. But Whitebeard is a whole problem. Whitebeard was a whole problem consistently. Don't ever put no disrespect on that man's name. Also, Oars Jr. Oh, we feel for him. We feel for him. Post-war really don't need to be that high, realistically. It probably needs to be like B tier. Yeah, post-war probably got to be B tier. And then we get Luffy's flashback and a lot of stuff on Ace, because I will always say this. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Ace was a better character dead than alive. You're not gonna convince me. He was a better character dead than alive. He's been a much better character dead than alive. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. He's a better character dead than alive. Orange Jr. Why did it fucking flag that message? YouTube is weird about what it chooses to and do not flag. It's so weird. Anywho, let's get into the time skip. First time skip arc. Which is really just a, hey, we're back, guys, arc. So, yeah, that's where it's got to go. It's good to see the Straw Hats again. I'm glad to see them. Unfortunately, Sanji is at his worst in this arc and the next arc. But yeah, it's we're back, baby. Arc. It can't really go any higher than that. So we're just gonna move directly into Fishman Island. Is another controversial arc. I already know how you guys are gonna feel about it. Fishman Island is a very controversial arc. I think for Usopp's nose getting a boob job. Usopp's nose getting a boob job from Nami. Well played. Well played, studio. Fishman Island, I know, is relatively controversial. I remember when the manga came out for it, it's absolutely trash. It's funny enough, I think from some people, it's gotten better since it's come out. I don't think it's got the same renaissance as Skypiea, but I think some people look back at Fishman Island a little bit more positively, but it also has fuckery in it. So I think the best objective place to put it, Wopeman Island, shut up, dog. For me, Fishman Island is probably solid B. It's probably the best of B tier. And I low-key want to put it higher than that, like low A. I was rewatching clips of Fishman Island recently with Fisher Tiger and Odahime. Ooh, ooh, do I want to? I do find it funny to. I do find it a little poetic to put Fishman Island and Arlong Park in the same tier because they kind of are companion piece arcs, even though they're not. But they are, but they're not. I think I'll leave Fishman Island and B. I might change my mind later. We'll see. I never when Terrell called Horty the N word. What the hard? Oh Jesus Christ, studio! Shut your dumb ass off. Punk Hazard to me is A. It's absolutely A. It's one of the few A tier time skip arcs because the next one, ooh Jesus Christ. Punk Hazard to me is gotta be. It has some fuck shit in it though. It's probably gonna be low. It's gonna be like mid A. I think that's where it's going. No, I would watch it over Impel Down. Not by much. Punk Hazard and Impel Down could switch places. That was the moment I sub. Jesus Christ. Punk Hazard to me is like one of the better time skip arc. Oh, you say that, but you remember we still got Dressrosa to go. Dressrosa, we're gonna just rip this band-aid off. It is to me, it is the worst time skip arc. It's one of the few arcs that I would debate putting in D. Right there with Foxy, I want to put Dressrosa kind of low. Dressrosa has a lot of shit that protects it from being that low. It's going in C. It's going in C, but it's reluctantly going in C because I want to put it in D. I want you to understand that. Dressrosa bastardized a lot of the characters I fuck with. Usopp's worst iteration is in Dress. I hate Usopp in Dressrosa. I hate how Dressrosa drags. I hate the deal with Bellamy and his bullshit in Dressrosa. Dressrosa has a lot of stupid shit in it. But it also has Gear for Luffy in it. It has Gear for Luffy in it. It also has Rebecca in it. God, I fucking hate Rebecca. Rebecca's like my least favorite female character. And the whole Reiju is my only quality pink hair goddess in that fucking show. Rebecca is some dog shit, but we fuck with Kyros. It's like Dressrosa kept going between being like something I fuck with to something I couldn't absolutely stand. I love Bartomeu. I love it, but fucking Dressrosa is the worst of the time skip arcs. It's not. No, absolutely not. And I want to put it lower. It's getting saved by its better moments, but Dressrosa has some fuck shit in it. I think the Corazon flashback is great. Facts. I hated Usopp and Dressrosa. Exactly. I hate the way they hoed. I hate the way they did Robin in that arc by having her be a supporting role with Kyros' fight. Fuck, man. What? Baratier? No, Baratier is good, but I wouldn't call him. Baratier is probably of the East Blue saga. Would you say Baratier is good? Like I said, I even argued Baratier. You can make the argument to put in B tier. I think objectively it doesn't hold the same level of weight as Arlong does, but you could argue it, and I wouldn't be mad at you. Like if you want to put it in B tier, I'm not going to argue that too much with you. But yeah, fuck Dressrosa. Realistically, I want to put in D tier. Dressrosa, I think, would be the only series I would put in D tier because it actively pissed me off. Like Foxy is a dumb arc, but Foxy wasn't trying to be nothing grandiose. Dressrosa low key needs to go in D tier just because of how much fuckery went on in that arc. Now, I think objectively it doesn't, but y'all don't understand. I'm very if I think about Dressrosa longer than I need to, it definitely will go in fucking D tier. Because it kind of fucking deserves it. Zoe, I think, is the perfect mid-arc. I think that's what it's meant to be. Zoe is an arc that is short, sweet, and to the fucking point. The anime drags it out. But Zoe, I think, hits exactly what it needs to do. Comes in, gives you some lore, some interesting characters, all that other shit. I won't put it as high as I'll put it. It's the best mid-arc. It's probably going here. Yeah, that makes sense. Zoe's B tier. Oh shit, Whole Cake Island. Whole Cake Island has a similar problem to Dressrosa, but nowhere near severe. Nowhere near. Actually, Whole Cake, I think just drags is the problem with Whole Cake. Uh, but Brooke is so MVP in that arc. It can't go any lower than B, in my opinion. If I gotta put Whole Cake anywhere, uh, well, the tournament wasn't even the part that ticked me off. The tournament's just kind of a backdrop than anything. Whole Cake, yeah, but that fight was kind of hoed anyway, because I feel like that fight. I mean, I think almost everybody who watches the Katakuri fight recognizes that Luffy should have won that fight. I mean, that Katakuri should have won that fight just off of damage taken. Luffy was getting lit up throughout the majority. I actually almost that whole fight actually. I think B is wrong to put it. Whole Cake probably would go above Zoe, Arlong Park, and Fisherman Island if it didn't drag in spots, and it does drag. Yeah, that's probably why I'm gonna keep it. And Brook is like a good chunk of the reason why it's even this high. I don't hate Whole Cake, but it's kind of just fine. It's fine. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. It has some good moments in it. Yeah, exactly. Luffy was getting his shit rocked almost that whole fight. Now, granted, it made me love Katakuri. Katakuri is a villain I fuck with. Katakuri is an example of an imposing villain who's actually like enjoyable to watch. Fuck Lucci. Sorry, it's just it's a force of habit. And I think the only other two arcs we have is Reverie and Wano. Reverie I think was good. So Reverie is probably going up here too. But it's another one of those short arcs. And I'm just going to rip the band-aid off here. Wano to me, that ending is like the worst part about Wano. I think Wano actually has a good string up until its ending. And it's only because its ending feels rushed. If I'm going to put Wano anywhere, it's probably going to go... Whoo, shit. There's a lot to like in Wano. It's probably high A. For me. I would say it's high A. Yeah, that's probably where it's got to go. Yeah, Katakuri is great. I feel like the latest major arcs drags on like Dressrosa, Whole Cake, and even Wano. Wano drags, but I think Wano has a lot. Wano to me is saved by a lot of good character moments. A lot of good. There's some good Zoro moments. There's some good Sanji moments. Hell, they even gave Chopper some good moments in the latter half of it. Robin gets her fight, and I fucking love her. Brook doesn't get as many good moments, but I kind of forgive it because he was so prevalent in Whole Cake, and he was fucking goated in Whole Cake. Yeah, the Wano arc is over in the manga, and the anime is not over. So I'm not gonna tell you guys the ending. For those of you who are watching the anime of One Piece, you won't see the ending of Wano for like another 2 years probably. Maybe the end of the year. No. Maybe the end of this year. Maybe. And I doubt that realistically. But the end of this year might, because you're near the end of Wano right now anyway. You literally only have they got to do Sanji and Zoro's fights. And then after that, it's kind of just... Yeah, you'll probably get to the end of Wano by the end of this year. Maybe midway this year, depending on how the anime goes. I think for me, Wano is the best... Wano is the best. Yeah. Wano's the best post-time skip arc, with Punk Hazard only losing to it mainly because Wano just has more shit going on. Yeah, the anime is going to still be catching up. And the anime is probably closer to the canon than any other series. But that is my list, ladies and gentlemen. That is the list. That is the list. Because everything else down here is doubles. So that's where we're at. This is my list for One Piece arcs. Alabasta, goated. Water 7, goated. Marineford, goated. Wano's good. Sabaody, good. Ennis Lobby, good. Philip Arc's good. Punk Hazard's good. Impel Down's good. Scott P is good. Jai is good. Fisherman Island, okay. Arlon Park is goated in the beginning, but it kind of doesn't hold up as much when compared to its later representation. Like, I can see why people would put Arlon Park higher, but I just can't justify it myself. Fisherman Island, good. Arlon Park, good. Zoe, good. Whole Cake is fine. Return to Sabaody is fine. Post War is fine. Post Ennis Lobby is fine. Everything else is mid. Dressrosa arguably could go lower, but fine. And then everything else is like early One Piece. Almost every C arc except for like Dressrosa, Foxy, and Amazon Lily are all like East Blue Saga arcs and early Alabasta arcs. And they're only really down there because of the different writing styles for them. But most of his major like late game arcs are high tier to me. So that's kind of where I rank One Piece's arcs. I'm so sorry, guys. We are like around an hour and a half or near it, and I've only done this one tier list. I shouldn't have started with One Piece. I hold us completely. But that is currently our bag of my One Piece opinions. No, well, okay, so Julie, here's the thing. They're adapting like 12 pages an episode. Well, most One Piece chapters are like 17 pages. So they're doing essentially about half a chapter, a little bit over half a chapter every episode. So it's going to take them twice as long. And they're also, but yeah. So that's my opinion on lists. If anyone wants to question or contest anything, go for it. I'm going to look in Discord to see if there was any other. And if you want to look up any tier lists to add, we can do, then go ahead. Ecchi anime tier list. The only reason why I wouldn't do an ecchi anime tier list, I haven't watched enough ecchi anime to justify making a tier list. Like, I don't know. The god of ecchi anime has probably got to be Tenchi Muyo. And Tenchi Muyo doesn't really even hit to today's standards of ecchi. It's old school ecchi. It's not new school ecchi. But let me look. So if you want to contest anything to me, go ahead. Orion Sword. There ain't no goddamn way. Orion Sword, there ain't no way. I'm just being real with you. There ain't no way that we're doing a One Piece character list. We will be here all day. A Shonen Jump tier list. Guys, listen, I'm only going to be streaming for 2 hours officially, maybe a little bit over that. Shonen Jump will take a minute. I'll look for the Shonen Jump one. Let's see. Let's see. Oh no, this is gonna be a whole problem. Also, that one's already done. Can I even? Yeah, see, Shonen Jump would take way too long. And you can't move anything. Would it be? Yeah, here we go. I mean, I could do this one real quick if y'all want me to, though. I've been watching the new Bleach episodes. I have not. I've been skimming through the manga again for Bleach, but I haven't really been doing much with it. I think we got time. I think we can do this one. Partially because I haven't seen a good chunk of these to put on the list. So let me go through that real quick and go for the ones I haven't seen so I ain't got to worry about ranking them. Gintama I haven't seen enough of to justify ranking it. Same thing with Fist of the North Star. Are they saying no? They're setting off fucking fireworks, you idiots. It's the middle of the night. What is wrong with you idiots? It's fucking 9:47 on January 11th. They're shooting off fireworks outside like fucking idiots. Reborn I haven't seen enough of. Saint Seiya I haven't seen enough of. Bastard, no. Kuroko no Basket, no. Tsubasa, no. I've seen a chunk. Toriko, hell no. Bobobo, I could arguably do, but I don't feel confident in doing. Yu-Gi-Oh, sure, I'll keep that on there. The Gray Man, no. Tularu, I've seen a chunk of, but I wouldn't do that one either. Same thing with World Trigger, I've seen a chunk of. Chargeman. Shaman King can be on there. I haven't seen enough of Slam Dunk. Enough of Dr. Slump. Hell Teacher, no. I've seen Hikaru no go, but not enough to rank it. What is that? Beelzebub, no, because I've only seen like the first part of the anime. The anime, essentially. Burn the Witch, I don't even want to rank. That just seems fucking stupid. What the hell is that Jujutsu Kaisen? No, what is it? What the hell is this? Hoshin English? I don't even know what that is. DNA I've heard of, but no. Black Cat, no. Sakaiki, no. Buso Rinkin, no. Food Wars, no. I'm not gonna rank. I feel like it'd be disrespectful. Kanika Man, I haven't seen enough of. I don't remember enough of the rank. Assassination Classroom's in a similar position. I think Devil Hunter, no. If I were to January, these people shouldn't exist. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Well, some of the current Shonen Jump mangas are here anyway, so we'll rank them according to that. I think everything else, Prince of Ten's, hell no. I think that's it. I think these are the ones I've mainly seen. I've seen portions of some of these other shows, but not enough to like rank them in a list. So we'll go off of this. I'm gonna try to start with some of the older series. Shaman King, immediately goated. Shaman King is goated. Yeah, Shaman King's goated. Hunter x Hunter. I don't even like Hunter x Hunter as much, but goated. Definitely goated. Kenshin, goated. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Kenshin is goated. JoJo. Ooh. Nah, it's goated. Actually, I probably like JoJo. Fuck. Oh no. This is the inner rankings is gonna bother me. Shaman King isn't my favorite, but oh no, what do I do? Alright, we're gonna at least get them in. Which JoJo? I think the majority of JoJo is goated. I've seen up to part 6. So of the 6 I've seen, the only one I don't really like. What do you mean JoJo isn't goated? What do you mean? What do you mean JoJo isn't goated, Stu? That's a disrespectful statement you've made. Dragon Ball is goated. There's no arguing that one. One Piece for me is goated. I like Yu Yu Hakusho more than Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I like Yu Yu Hakusho more than Hunter x Hunter. Bleach, I'm gonna just be real about it. Bleach is probably B tier. I arguably would keep it. I would put it in A, but some of it's Bleach could flip between A or B. I'll think about that one. I haven't seen enough IQ. That doesn't be in there. Dr. Stone is cool, but I don't. No, okay, yeah, Bleach has to go in A. Yeah, Dr. Stone's probably B tier. Death Note would be S tier until it fucked up the second half of its series. Promise Neverland is probably... I like Promise Neverland more than Dr. Stone. Asha 21 is like almost quintessential. It's probably going in A for me. I'll give you part 1, but part 2 and 3 being mid. No. Part 3 is mid to me. I don't like part 3 that much. Part 2 I fuck with. Part 3 is the only mid one for me. Everything else is good. But part three, I'm very like with. Part three is like painfully shonen. Nisekoi, I'm gonna be real with you, is some shit. I almost want to put it in D tier, but there is no D tier, so it's gonna go in C. Yu-Gi-Oh's goated. I don't think that's really an argument to me. It's low goated, but it's goated. Boruto is at the bottom of the barrel because fuck that show. Demon Slayer is mid as fuck. It's going like B. Naruto is A. It's better than Bleach, so it's high A. Sket Dance I fuck with a lot, but I think objectively is probably low A. Because I would if I did rank Gintama would probably go in S. What else is left? I'm intentionally not trying to. I'm gonna hit Mama. I'm gonna haymaker the fuck out of my boy Studio. Studio, look at your series. Studio, look at your series, bro. Studio, look your series is going. Your series is going A. I fuck with Medaka Box a lot. Bakuman, I think is better than Death Note, personally. I'm gonna get some shit for that one. But I like Bakuman over Death Note. I'm just be real with you. I think Death Note's more iconic, but I fuck with Bakuman more as a series. What else? Jujutsu Kaisen of the new gen is probably high B. It's slowly getting into the A tier, but not yet. You gotta do some great. You gotta hit me a little bit harder. But it's up there. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, is the closest to being A tier. I'll put Chainsaw Man there. Now it comes down. I don't know if I could put Medaka Box. Fuck. I can't put Medaka Box over Skit. I know I can't put it over Naruto and Bleach. It definitely can't go over, and it definitely can't go over Death Note either. The only ones I would debatably put Medaka Box ahead of is Ice Shield and Skit Dance, and I'm objectively just not gonna do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let you guys vote. Where should Black Clover and My Hero Academia go? I'm not even gonna fucking. I want to hear people's opinion. My Hero and Black Clover. Where are they going on this motherfucking list, yo? Where are we putting My Hero and Black Clover, yo? I need to know. I need to know what y'all feeling. How y'all feeling? Studio, get out. How dare you? How dare you? Damn, Juliet. Jesus Christ. I will twerk for some Black Clover. I say B. I say low B. I say B, low A because of what's going on in My Hero C. My Hero B, My Hero C. Mid Hero is dick on the ground. Yeah, he said dick on the ground. Oh, my heart. No, he said dick on the ground. It's not even that funny, but fuck me, dog. Oh, I can't think. Hey, man, who got you smiling like that? Oh, shit. All right. So I'm gonna, y'all already know, in my opinion, Black Clover objectively I like more than My Hero. So this will give you a hint of where My Hero is going. Black Clover, I can't put it in A. It's not that I don't want to, but I can't. I genuinely can't justify putting it in A. I will put it in mid B. I can't objectively put it in A. I think it only beats Promised Neverland because Promised Neverland has good shit in it, but it also kind of gets derailed towards the end of it. Black Clover is a very consistent show. I feel like putting it in B tier is a consistent show. My Hero, as much as I would like the dog, here's my thing. I think My Hero is better than Demon Slayer. Fuck. I think y'all might be a little shocked. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. I think that's only fair. Although it keep fucking around, it's gonna lose the Promised Neverland real quick with me. It's playing a dangerous game. It could easily fall the fuck even lower. Because I think My Hero is better than Demon Slayer. I think it's more enjoyable than Dr. Stone. Promised Neverland, I can debate that bitch all day. Shut up, studio. Is there any leaks out? I just realized it's Wednesday. Did any leaks come out? Did any leaks come out for the chapters? Now that I think about it, it is the day where that shit could happen. Maybe not. I was just curious. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe not. I was just curious. Oh, it's on break? Okay, bet. Now listen around. So listen. Dr. Stone is such a weird series to classify, in my opinion. Like, I'll fuck with Dr. Stone, but Dr. Stone is not the kind of shonen I enjoy a lot. All right, we'll be real. We'll do that. We'll do that. I think we'll do that. How's that? I think that's where I'm at with it. Because I still think Black Clover and My Hero are in the same tier. Black Clover has the potential to elevate itself to A tier by the end of itself. But right now, it's in B tier. And the only reason why it's not higher than Chainsaw or Jujutsu is because Chainsaw and Jujutsu are about some grimy shit. So it's hard for me to put Black Clover in the same level as that. Demon Slayer to me is the weakest of the new gen shows, mainly because it's incredibly mid. I don't give a fuck what anyone tells you. Demon Slayer is a mid-ass show that is carried by its animation. It's not even... I almost want to put Nisekoi under Boruto. Don't be rude, Joe. Boruto's a bastardization. That's the only reason why it doesn't get low. That's why I can't put it lower than Boruto. But fucking Nisekoi, especially that ending for Nisekoi, man, fuck Nisekoi. I'm gonna just be real about it. Nisekoi can go eat a dick, son. Like, I don't care, bro. I think that's where we're gonna leave it at. I think A is where it needs to be. S is just hard to figure out. Because for me, One Piece is here. We're talking about me, One Piece is here. I think if I had to rank it, it's probably going to be this. This. Fuck, this is hard. Fuck. I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh's touching anything else on this series, like on this list right now. Not to the same effect. I think this is it. I think this is how I would rank it. Yeah, it needs to go Shonen Jump. Shonen Jump, that's around when Shonen Jump was changing the kind of series it wanted to be. What kind of stuff it wanted to push. I think that's how I would rank it. I think this is about what I would do. Because I think One Piece is better than Dragon Ball. I'm gonna be real with you. Let me finish that. I think it's better than Dragon Ball Z. No, I think it's better than Dragon Ball 2. Fuck it. Nope, nope. Wait, Red Dragon, you want to post that? Post it in the Discord. Or in here. Post it in the chat. And I'll look at it. Red Dragon, post the link, my boy. Let me see. Let me see. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. Copy link. All right, let's break it down. Oh shit. Oh, this might be hard. Some of these shows are already ended, by the way. I'm gonna give honorable mention. I actually like this a lot. I like this one a lot, so I'm gonna let that one slide. That was the one about that was the father. That was the father, and his wife was like this superhuman. It ended, but I fuck with it, so I'm putting it there. I think that one died too soon. You're just typical Shonen Jump bull. I'm gonna leave the haven't watched just in here. Let's see. Actually, no, I'll put it here. That's fair. Chainsaw Man's still going there. You're still too new for me to really classify. I haven't watched you. One Piece, you're going in S. Of course you are. My Hero, you can gonna go in B. Black Clover, you're going in B. Hunter x Hunter, you're going in S. Jujutsu Kaisen, you're going in B. Fuck. Spy X Family is like low B. Like I fuck with Spy X Family, but Spy X Family, Yozakura. Yeah, Yozakura's going here. The Dawn to Dawn. Ooh. Dawn to Dawn is like right here. It's so close to A to me. So close. So close. Let's see. Sakamoto Days can be. Ooh, Sakamoto Days can kind of. Oh no. I'll put it here. That's where Sakamoto Days goes. The Ayakashi one, that's also over. It's not even all the way up to date. It's kind of up to date. Let's see. Muscles and Magic. Probably here. Witch Watch. I haven't been as engaged. Undead Unluck. I haven't been engaged. Chojin, I think can go here. I think I'm fine with it going there. Let's see. Ayakashi Triangle I haven't read enough of, but it's an ecchi, so it's probably gonna hang here. It's probably gonna hang in the C tier for the hell of it. If I gotta put Witch Watch anywhere. Also, you got canceled, so you're definitely going D tier. I think you've been in kind of a breakout hit as of lately for what you are. Kaiju, you can go up there too, actually. Actually, Kaiju, I think you're probably... Yeah, I'll put you here. Undead Unluck, if I gotta rank you somewhere, you're probably going maybe C tier for me. And honestly, if I read enough of Ayakashi Triangle, I probably would put Ayakashi Triangle above you. But for right now, you'll hang in C tier. Witch Watch, you're a comedy series and you do it all right, so you hang here. I think you're canceled too. I think you're still going strong, so you'll go up here. I think you're still going, but I think you're monthly now. You'll hang here. I haven't read enough of you. I'll be respectful. Put you here. Same thing, you're still going. We'll put you here. I've heard good things about you. I haven't read you, but I've heard good things. So I'm more just going off a conjecture. Well, you'll put you here. And you're still going strong, surprisingly. So you can hang here. Oh yeah, the Don can easily get close to A tier. Which watch is just kind of like okay. It has its moments, but like which watch for the most part, it's like a lesser version of like Sket Dance. Like it's comedy focused, but it's also not like overly engaging for me. Sket Dance had a heart in it in certain episodes that hit me a lot more. I also think an anime adaptation would help that show a lot. Ayakashi is supposed to be getting its anime adaptation. Is it this year or next year? I think it's this year. Yozakura has been going up for me. It's close, but I very much am curious to see what the next couple arcs go for Yozakura. So Yozakura is slowly going up the ranks. Sakamoto Days has been pretty good lately. The Dawn I really fuck with. I fuck with Chojin X a lot. That's why Chojin X is where it's at. Um, the first episode of I got started this week. Oh, did it? How did y'all think about it? Because I honestly think the art looks better in the manga from what I saw compared to the anime. Yeah, Ruri Dragon's gonna hang where it's gonna hang. I don't think. Here's my thing with Spy Family. Spy Family is entertaining, but I think people boosted Spy Family way up too much. Like I enjoy Spy Family, but I've seen better slice of life shows. It's just Spy Family's fine. I enjoy it. Although I can't tell if that's because I never thought Spy Family was goated. I just enjoyed it. Funny cat singer. Ayakashi Triangle, the ninja gender bending anime right here. This one right here. That's Ayakashi Triangle. It's a Shonen Jump. Actually, I don't even think it's not even in Shonen Jump anymore. It was, but it got taken out of Shonen Jump, so it's not even Shonen Jump anymore. And it's very Yuri focused. It's like a pseudo Yuri harem, mainly because the main character is a girl like half of the time, if not more. Ayakashi, I meant meaning to read the manga for. For those who watched the episode of Ayakashi Triangle, please tell me your thoughts and opinions. I'm curious. It's Shonen Jump Plus. It's in Shonen Jump Plus. That's what it is. Like the Dawn is. The Dawn and Spy Family. Those are also Shonen Jump Plus. I want to say Chojin X has been really good. And considering I didn't like Tokyo Ghoul, for me personally, I don't like Tokyo Ghoul at all. For me personally, that was not a show for me. Chojin X is a good mixture of me enjoying Tokyo Ghoul style while also getting a more shonen-esque show. Because Tokyo Ghoul for a while just felt like a fucking tragedy I was forced to watch. It kind of hits that same problem Future Diary does for me, where I can recognize its quality as in writing, but man, that doesn't mean I want to read it. That's kind of how I feel about it. Let's see. The Don's been great. The Don just needs to be elevated a little bit more, but it's close. It's so close to being goated. I've already said my piece with Jujutsu and Chainsaw Man and Black Clover. Sakamoto Days has been getting better and better in the recent weeks. If you like To Love Ru gender bending jokes, then you'll like the series. I didn't even like To Love Ru though. To Love Ru, because isn't this made by To Love Ru's author? Isn't this To Love Ru's author, Ayakashi Triangle? Yeah. Maybe. I'll try it. Because my thing is that the gender bending doesn't even bother me. I actually low key fuck with the gender bending, so I'm fine with that. To Love Ru Darkness will get you arrested. That's what To Love Ru Darkness did. That was a weird name for that series, considering how To Love Ru is. To Love Ru's premise was a fucking alien coming down and yeah, is what you tell that art style. Yeah, that art style. Akashi's. Let me. Thank you for it. Not the Navy. I don't have the voice clip, but still. Because I think, hold on, let me see. Ayakashi Triangle. I think from the clips I saw of the anime, I didn't care for the art style in the anime. Like if you're gonna get an ecchi in the anime, you kind of have to show out a little bit for me. You can't just give me like this mediocre ass anime style. No, you're gonna have to give me like a full experience. Although wait, did the episode already? Oh, it did already air. I think it must have just aired like within the last week. I mean, the last day or two. What the fuck? There's actually like videos about Ayakashi Triangle. I might actually sit down and give that one another genuine. Two Love Ru darkness up Seiichi by over 9,000. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Yozakura's been increasing. I mean, Muscle and Magic is on its last arc, but it's been fine. I've enjoyed it. The only reason why I put it above Spy Family is because I like shonen. I like traditional shonen over like slice of life stuff. The slice of life stuff has to be way good to justify it being like Undead Unluck just doesn't appeal to me, and I haven't read some of these. I kind of just put them where they're at based off of what I knew about them. Undead Unluck does not hit with me like at all. It's all right from when I read the beginning of it, but man, it does not hold my attention. And that could be just me. I recognize that as much. It could literally just be me, but like for me, I just the ones in D tier are the ones that got canceled. Technically, Earthchild got canceled too, but I think Earthchild actually has a good premise and was actually really enjoyable to watch. It's kind of campy, but I actually wouldn't mind seeing an OVA of that. Only read Darkness to see who Rito got with, and he didn't get with the nobody. And he didn't get with nobody. What a waste of time. Wouldn't he have gotten with Lala? I feel like Lala was the only. It was either Lala or what's the blue hair girl's name? Yuzu. What is the blue hair girl's name? I don't know her name. Yeah, I figured that was gonna be Blue Box's issue because it's a romance series. A romance series is really mainly hooked in. So he did confess to Harna. I am surprised. But who did he end up with, Red Dragon? Did he end up with Harna? I would be shocked. Because I definitely thought they were gonna do some Nisekoi bullshit where they would just essentially have him fuck around with the idea. But he eventually would just fall in love with Lala, and then Lala would be his girl. But if he actually got with Harna, GG's. GG's. I'll give them credit, because I genuinely thought they were going to do some fuck shit. That's why I hated Nisekoi so damn much, because Nisekoi did that. Nisekoi acted like it was going to be something different. Oh, they opened in... What? What do we do? Oh, my God. Then no one wants to commit anymore. What the fuck? That's like that. That's like We Never Learn. That's like a We Never Learn thing. Where We Never Learn knows that like it doesn't want to disappoint its fans, because let's be real here. Harems are really built on two things: fan service and the romance. And because most harems, or most romance shows are like harems low key, you're gonna disappoint somebody. So We Never Learn just copped out. And it sounds like Two Love Ru kind of copped out. We open-ending confessions? What the fuck? That's like one of the major plot points of the series. The fuck? Oh my God. Whatever, yo. Whatever. Julian, I don't even want to know what happened. What just happened? Oh, fuck me, dude. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. My fucking modem reset. Jesus Christ, dude. I hate it because I was at the end of the fucking stream too. Jesus Christ. It's great. It's 10 out of 10. Love this shit. You gotta love this shit. Oh, that sucked. Sorry, guys. Fucking the damn router, the modem reset on me. Sorry about that. I forget the last thing we were talking about. He confessed to her. What was the drama that the author was facing? Red Dragons? For I'm guessing that's To Love Rue's author. Just give me some basics here. Just give me some understanding. Because I don't know what he was facing. Let me see. All right, let me put this back. His ex-wife was suing him over the rights of Harna, and she kind of ran off. What? What kind of shit is that? Jesus Christ, that's insane, Red Dragon. I watched the first episode of Tomo-chan as a girl. That seems way too weirdly paced for me, dude. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Tomo-chan as a girl seems insanely weirdly paced. For me personally. Also, I just realized my fucking chat box is broken. Oh no, XSplit has hoed me, by the way, guys. I was streaming and it feels like XSplit never really recovered all the way. Oh no. Oh, that's why it ended openly? That tells me that tells me he probably wanted to do Harna, but I guess for rights he didn't want to do it. He figured if he ended To Love Ru Darkness, he could kind of start over and not be locked into any fucking like commitments. I'm not mad at it, but still, Jesus Christ. But unfortunately, that modem reset kind of fucked up my streaming software. Some manga was based off of one of those short manga with 6 to 8 pages issues. Yeah, that makes sense, and you can definitely feel it in the way it's presented, which is kind of why to me it doesn't work. To me, having it be the way it does, having it be the way it is, kind of doesn't work for it, regardless. Because, like, give me an example. What was it? The show I love to death, Engaged the Unidentified. It's also like that, but they just made those like properly fleshed out episodes, and I think those flow better. Tomo-chan as a girl very much flows like it's one of those kind of like it's based off 6 to 8 pages, because it kind of just jumps from all over the place and it doesn't have proper build up. And as an anime, I feel like it needs proper build up. It feels like you put like 3 or 4 episodes worth of content in like 23 minutes. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed because I kind of wish it was done better. I get that they're kind of just doing what they can work with. I need something fleshed out, man. But you know what I'm probably gonna do tonight? I'm gonna get off of here and I might start skimming some of these shows. Arakashi, I'm gonna read like maybe the first 20 chapters of the manga, and then maybe go look at the first episode of the anime and see how I feel. Because my problem is, as of recently, I feel like a lot of ecchi anime have not gotten the proper love they needed on animation, and it's pissed me off. Shonen's been killing it. Shonen Jump series, for the most part, been good. Ever heard of Akuma Drive? That name sounds familiar. It's too shiny? What the hell does that mean, studio? Well, actually, I might kind of know what you mean when you say that. It's too shiny. I don't know if I can... It doesn't... Ooh, I don't know. It seems like too traditionally anime stuff. I don't know how else to describe it. It doesn't seem like... Because it's more traditional shonen than I would say To Love Ru is, it kind of flips between trying to do traditional shonen action while also like be a harem, and it doesn't do as much as it should. I'm so conflicted. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They try to promote instead of flesh out. Exactly. The character designs. Yeah, I can see your point. But sorry about that. The ending of this stream has turned into like a weird To Love Ru author fest for some weird reason, but it's fine. So I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I know Friday will be more Crisis Core. So look forward to that. I'm sorry that this tier list essentially just turned into One Piece's tier list with a little bit of Shonen Jump tier list. So I might just call it, well, I can leave it as anime manga tier list. It's fine. You'll just be sorely disappointed by the time you get to the end of it. But anyways, I think we're going to call it here because my streaming software is still kind of fucked up anyway from the modem resetting. And it's in like this weird mid-era state where it could crash at any time. So instead of playing a dangerous game with that, we're going to call it. So, like I said, Friday's Crisis Core. Saturday will be the finale of Xenoblade. And then next week, we will have our proper new schedule. You'll also find out what the next Saturday game is going to be, either Saturday or that Monday. You'll find out when you find out. We'll be back on Twitch we'll be back on YouTube on Friday with more Crisis Core. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the tier list. We had a good amount of viewers. I think we lost some when the damn stream died, but thank you guys for the support and the views. I appreciate it. This is probably going to get demonetized because I probably cursed too much at a certain point in this video, so we'll see what happens. But knowing my luck and the new YouTube policy, this is getting demonetized, so yeah, support your boy. Yeah, that's Xenoblade 3 ending reaction. Exactly. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. It's been your boy, the Insane Gang Freak. Life's a game. Play to win. Go check out the merch if you want some. Check out the Twitch on Saturday and YouTube back here on Friday for more Final Fantasy. And I am out. Let's gameplay to win. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Shaman Jordan. Shonen Jump. Jump superstar. All right, I'm out. Later, guys. I'm sorry. It's so weird. I need more lemonade in my life. Lemonade.